Hey everyone, and welcome to my new Nets MyNBA Series. I've always been a big fan of doing MyLeague since like 2K15. It's been my favorite game mode in 2K. I've just loved playing MyLeague, and I wanted to really do a MyLeague series for the Knicks, and I was planning it, and then the trade deadline happened, and I thought, the Nets would actually be, I think, the most interesting team to do MyLeague off of, and that's because if you look at our roster here, post Katie and Kyrie trade, there's a lot of directions to go with this team. Especially considering our record, I only really recreated our record because of how hard it would be, but we're still a playoff team. We are still firmly a playoff team, or could still firmly be a playoff team, or in minimum like a play-in team. So looking at our roster, the one thing that I've decided when I looked at the Nets and chose to make them my MyLeague series, my MyNBA series, was I want to make this a defensive-oriented team. We have a lot of great defensive players. We have players like, Dinwiddie isn't the best defender, but he's tall, and 2K does give him a B+ on perimeter, so he is actually a pretty decent defender in 2K. Our shooting guard position ain't the best, but Mikal Bridges, Royce O'Neal, those are two amazing defenders. Two of our best defenders. We have Ben Simmons, Cameron Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith. Ben Simmons and Dorian Finney-Smith are all defensive caliber. So is Mikal Bridges. And Cam Johnson is not a slouch on defense. He's a pretty great defender. And then, Nicholas Claxton is a defensive player of the year candidate in real life, and I think in the sim. And then Daron Sharp's okay. He's young though, so he's gonna get better. And I'll have Claxton mentor him. Let's take a quick look around the league. The Bulls are the 1 seed in the East. DeMar is playing pretty good, but not particularly amazing. Lonzo's playing really good. Damn, Lonzo's playing really, really good. Vooch is playing all right. Where's Zach? I want to see how Zach's playing. Yeah, so Zach's playing. Zach is how many games has he missed? Hold on. Let me go to the Bulls real quick. How many games has he played this season? Voice crack. The Bulls played 56 games. Zach has played 50 of them. Is he in MVP talks? Because he definitely should be. He is not. Wow, Trae Young is in MVP talks over Zach. That's kind of crazy to me. I kind of feel like Zach's having a better season. Just look at that. Sixers is the 2 seed. That makes sense. Hawks are a 3 seed. All right, so it does make sense that Trae is the MVP candidate. Never mind. This is much higher than they are in real life, much like the Bulls. The Bucks are struggling. For some reason, they're starting Jay Crowder at the 3, so that might be why. They also made... I did look at the transactions reports. I turned off trades, but I did look at the free agency signings. The Bucks did sign John Wall, which... not the best signing for them. Be all right. The West is where things get really interesting. So Golden State, New Orleans, Dallas. One noticeable team is missing, right? The Phoenix Suns with Kevin Durant the entire season. I mean, I don't know if he's played every game, but he's been there the entire season. Okay, he has played every game. So that team is the 11th seed in the West. 27-31. I mean, they could very easily make the play-in, but it's just kind of crazy that they're even in this situation. But yeah, so... we're past the trade deadline. I wanted to make it realistically close to where the season is in real life, and pick up from there. I'm gonna try and make it through the first season pretty quickly. I'm gonna do a mix of playing and simming games. I am gonna play this game here against the Knicks today in this episode because I want to play a game, and the Knicks are actually a really good team. So Spencer Dinwiddie's leader team. Ben Simmons is second. He also was starting all those games. That's not going to be the case anymore in my new rotation. Mikal Bridges is definitely the lead scorer on the team. I do not know why he's not getting more shots, but yeah. Claxton's got some buzz for Depoy even in this, so I'm going to see if I can get him Depoy in both this and 2K, and he might get it in real life, so I'm going to see if I'm getting it. I'm going to see if I can get it for him in this season. Jeez. This is, I'm going to be honest, I have shot around I have shot around 4 or 5 times with each player, 4 or 5 shots with each one total. So this is really gonna be my first game playing with them. I'm also playing on not 2K like set sliders. I use the Shady Mike Gaming sliders. So you're gonna see some releases that are like an early or a slightly early, or even like a red that might go in occasionally, because his sliders are based a lot more on like the quality of the shot you're getting versus I don't know what I'm doing here, by the way. His sliders are based a lot more on the quality of the shot you're getting versus the release, but the release still factors in it a bit. All right. Oh, all right, Clax. All right, let's run it. Let's get first bucket. Let's get a quick first bucket. Dinwiddie. Let's see here. We see. Oh, we would have liked him to go further out. Also, yeah, like I said, not used to these releases. Considering I haven't played with any of these players, I thought it'd be better to do that. And damn, Jalen Brunson, first point to the game. Would have loved to see that fall. That should have fallen. That should have fallen. Brunson comes down and scores again. We love that. We love that. It's not a great action. Brunson is just straight cooking us, man. I mean, I'm not saying that's not realistic, but damn. Oh, beautiful take, but he can't finish. All right. I'm forcing it with Mikhail. The game's gonna come to him. Jalen Brunson! I'm pretty sure he has all 8 of their points, and he is just, he's ripping us a new one. Jalen Brunson is just, he is too much for us to handle right now. I'm considering calling timeout to try and slow him down, but we're just gonna run with it. We're gonna find something here. Dinwiddie. There we go. That's Mikhail Bridges' first basket as a net, or first basket for me as a net. I also got to be honest. Oh wait, hold on, real quick. Let me score real quick. All right, the Dinwiddie crossover in 2K is like 100% accurate to real life. It is insane. Like, 2K does a pretty good job with animations. I'll give them credit where credit's due. For the most part, I think they do a pretty good job with animations. Great steal by Claxton there, by the way. Oh, here we go. But the Dinwiddie, like, isolation crossover. Let me hit another one right here. His through the legs, that is just like real life. Which, speaking of, oh, okay. This is, I don't really know what we're doing here, but we're gonna find something. Cam Thomas is on this team for moments like these. Cam Thomas is on the team for moments like these. It's disappointing that they're one of those teams that it doesn't translate. And I don't know why I was bit Darren Randall to shoot that 3. Oh, I forgot that the virtual Knicks run Derrick Rose. Oh, this is an action we love. Simmons to the net. Oh, here's the thing. I'm at a bit of an impasse when it comes to Ben Simmons in 2K. Because through the wire, said on their podcast the other day, which they're 100% right about, Ben Simmons is like a top 5 2K player of all time. Like or he's in that conversation now. He is that dominant. And he is in Sim as well. He's just, it's hard for me to not get easy baskets with Ben. And so, on one hand, I have this like quandary where I'm like, I want to win these games and I can get like Ben back to his old form. But in real life, that's not who Ben Simmons is anymore. So I kind of want to play like the real life Ben Simmons. Do I have real player percentage on for free throw? But yeah, I'm at a bit of an impasse with Ben Simmons, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do with him. I might even try and trade him next season. I haven't ruled off the table. If I could give him to play like at a realistic like 8, 6, and 6, or like 10, 6, and 6, I would honestly like love to keep him as my backup point guard. This is a disgusting lineup. Ben Simmons, Royce O'Neal, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Nick Claxton and Day'Ron Sharpe. What the? Ooh, they collapse. Royce O'Neal open in the corner. Not agreed, but still goes in. We take those. We take those. I'm gonna be really upset if I have to do my own rotations this game. I gotta be honest, because I kind of perfectly set those before the game. That was the one thing I really did before starting recording. Like, I was like, I'm gonna make sure I got my rotations right, so I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna stand a fighting chance in this game, because I'm gonna have like a team that is actually capable and not, I'll take that, and not running bench platoons like 2K does and Doc Rivers does. Let's get Cam Johnson action here. Let's get a Cam Johnson pick and fade with Ben. This is actually like a really good consistent play we can get to. Oh, I should have taken that right, but still not too late to. That's an easy take for Cam. How is that not an easy take for Cam? Let's run that same action, like no lie. Look at Cam Johnson open this time. Perfect. That's why you were the same action. Not a green, but it's in. There we go. That made up for the 2 basically greens that I missed earlier. Oh, that's a foul. So we got a lot of contracts coming off the books this offseason. I gotta be honest. Pretty sure Dorian Finney-Smith, I'm actually pretty sure is on a 3-year deal, like including this year. I'm pretty sure he's got 2 years more after this season. So like Dinwiddie's come off the books, but I'm going to probably re-sign Dinwiddie because I just love the creation that he brings this team, and I think we really need, like, oh, terrible release. Don't love his release, TBH, but I love the creation he brings this team, and I think we really need that on this roster. And I don't know, he's probably gonna ask for maybe 15 to 20 million again, and I would be willing to probably pay around that ballpark on like a 3-year deal with a player or like a team option on the 3rd year. Cam Johnson a lot in real life and in 2K. Ben, perfect take. You see, that's just like, why would I not go to Ben Simmons like all the time if you could just do that every play? Oh, all right. So Brunson, that's on me. I forgot who the king of this game was. So Cam Thomas, Camtastic. Shout out Motown Noah. Let's get this dub. That's not really a pick and fade, but it gets Cam Johnson open, so I don't care. All right, well, I don't really know what to say anymore. That's my father. That's my dad right there, guys. Give me a screen, actually. This is a perfect switch. Oh, that's easy for Bridges. There we go. Yo, put him in the spin cycle. I don't even know what I was doing. Voice crack again, dang. I don't even know what I was doing, but spin cycle. It's like we get a point away and then they turn into the real life Knicks then. All right, we like that. We like that. We like that. Play off Cam Thomas. He's gonna find his shots. Oh, that's another bad release. Hey, he's that J.R. Smith. Bad shot taker, bad shot maker. Final play of the half. Got the clamps here. Took a sip of water because I'm not even scared of this Barrett mid-range that we just absolutely gave up. I wasn't scared of it at all. And right as the second half started, my camera died. So the rest of this game will be post-commentary. And the second half of this game wasn't very exciting. It was much more the first half. We were just fighting to get back as Isaiah Hartenstein hits a 3 on me, which in the moment I didn't even realize how ridiculous it was because of everything that was happening. But, you know, you see that Cam Johnson 3. But as you can see, we were just fighting, trying to get back in it. But the Knicks just kept getting farther and farther away. But we had some nice plays like that Mikal Bridges 3. And this Ben Simmons poster where he just absolutely sunned Obi Toppin. I almost want to make him a starter for this play alone. But, you know, for a first game, I think this could have gone a lot worse. We had some great actions. We were able to... I took a lot of not great shots, and I forced a lot of threes. This is a play I want to be able to get to a lot of Ben Simmons kick out to Mikal Bridges. I forced a lot of threes, but that was mainly because I was trying to just figure out everybody's jump shot. Spencer Dinwiddie was the only player who, like, I honestly, other than maybe Cam Thomas, I feel like I really couldn't make any mistakes with this game. Ben Simmons, these just transition kickouts to the corner are going to be his bread and butter for me. Cam Thomas, he's like my go-to scorer other than Dinwiddie when it comes to isolation. I thought I'd be feeding Mikal Bridges a lot more, but Cam Thomas and Dinwiddie have better animations, and honestly, I think they just are better at scoring to the isolation. Oh, there's my father, Jalen Brunson, back. As he puts the game pretty much out of reach. I mean, it's a 14-point game with 7 minutes left. Anything's possible. And I do make, as you can see here, a little bit of a fake comeback as I bring it back to 5 with 4 minutes left. But I can tell you right now that lead does not stick as our bad shot taker, bad shot maker, Cam Thomas, does make it a 4-point game. But Julius Randle, it's his turn to now in the game. And he gets a lot of tough shots like this one here as well, where you can see I'm trying slowly to get back into it, but I can't. And he just can't miss. He just ended the game for the Knicks there. That was 100% the dagger. I knew that was a dagger. Final shot with Cam Johnson. Nice to make that 3, even though it was worthless. But, you know, like I was saying, not too disappointed with the result of this first game. I took a lot of bad shots. I didn't make a lot of shots I feel like I should have made. And a lot of that had to do with it being my first game with this team. Jalen Brunson, 31, 7, and 8. Absolutely cooked me. I did not remember Emmanuel quickly taking that many shots or scoring that much, but he did. Julius Randle, like all those came in the fourth when he ended the game. RJ Barrett played good. The rest of the Knicks were fine. Looking at me, like I said, Dinwiddie and Cam Thomas were really only two players I could consistently get it going with. Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Royce O'Neal, Dorian Finney-Smith. I was forcing a lot of threes with all of them just because I was trying to figure out their jump shots. But hopefully by next episode, that won't be the case. I'll be a lot better with all of them. And yeah, that's going to be it for episode 1. Thank you for watching. Please drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.